Counties Radio. Paul, frustration I would imagine from that, because the work rate was there, the commitment was there, a little bit more quality, and you may have got something out of this game.
I mean, the commitment and work rate are always a prerequisite. We would expect that anyway, but there'll be teams who are in this situation that will start to wane, and ours is not. So, you know, I thank you for pointing it out. It is a plus when you've just lost 5 games on the bounce, that the players still had that drive in them and that energy and that work rate. But we all know we need something to go our way. We need to make it go our way and find a way. So we would have wanted a clean sheet today. They scored from a set piece, which will always demand questions going to work on Monday. But you know, we know exactly where we are with it. The players still play some good football. They still tried to play our way. There's no hiding the fact we are lacking attacking options at the moment, and we've got to find a way to do it, and we just have to keep working on it.
You start with, I think, 6 defensive players, as it were, or defenders you would call them, I suppose, and that told the tale. But actually started the game, and you know, you wouldn't have known had you come into the game from the outside. You wouldn't have known that there were maybe 6 defenders and only 1 attacker, striker on the pitch.
Yeah, I think we actually did pretty well. I mean, we got to half time. The pattern of our game was good. They probably looked more likely to score than we did on the break, and that's the bizarre thing. They looked more like to score on a break, which we're away from home, having lost 4 games, and we were still making our play. But you know, I feel for the boys. They're trying really hard. Suddenly it's a snowball effect. We have to stop it, and we have to get something to go our way, and then build on that. It hasn't happened today. We look to next week, and we try our best for next week. You know, I thought Ben Reefs was a really bright spark in all that coming on. We saw what a good player he is, and he made a difference for us. Brendan Dickinson did really well, I thought, coming on as well, really well. So, you know, we're asking players to do their best and stay together.
And just, you know, when you are sticking round pegs in square holes, or the other way round, and you get opportunities, you know, Jordan Barry has a chance to put Callum through, you know, in the first half, and then you get corners and the delivery doesn't get past the first man. Those things must annoy. I mean, I think they annoy fans. They annoy me. Those things, when you do get those opportunities that you've worked for, you don't make the most of them.
Yeah, that was probably the gist of our conversation straight after the final whistle in the dressing room.
I haven't got a secret mic in there, I promise.
It sounds like it. So yeah, there we are. It's obvious to the supporter, it's obvious to me, the players themselves. So okay, it's the sort of thing that happens when you are up against it, and you maybe trying too hard, or you're not just playing. And we need to get the balance right. We are trying really hard. Good look at next week.
Fans are worried, of course they are. No side, despite what's going on behind the scenes with injuries, can lose 5 games in a row without fans being worried about what's going on, because obviously you're getting nearer to the bottom part of the table. There's huge confidence, I take it, that things can turn around and the season can improve when some of those players get back, and you'll get the right result just to spur you on.
Of course, we. I mean, it's professional football. We're all trying to win. Both teams are at it 100%. We know where we are at the moment. We know the problems we have. Nobody's really bothered apart from us. We're really bothered. We want it to be better. We have to draw a breath, and we have to work one game to the next. It's a cliche, but it's true. What more can I do? We've got to keep the players positive. I can't sign any players. I can't get players back quicker. I can't change what's just happened. We have to just, you know, keep our composure and keep our faith in each other, and work our way through this next couple of months. I'm absolutely positive that once the wheels start turning again, we'll be okay. But it just feels a mighty challenge when you've just lost 5 in a row. But we won't be the first team to have a run and recover and do well. So I'm expecting us to do it.
And just finally, you mentioned a little bit about Ben Reefs coming on and making a difference, and Brennan as well, and obviously throwing Dylan on at the end. There was just a change that the side wanted to play. It seemed to want to play more football at that point, with Ben coming on and with the little touches and flicks, and his movement made things happen a little bit, didn't it?
I'm not sure it's the side wanting to do it. I think it's players make things happen.
And you're missing that.
I think it's as simple as that. I mean, you saw the difference Ben had on the game. I don't think we suddenly made a conscious decision across the team. Right, let's now train it harder or play more football. Players make things happen. So I don't think Ben's anywhere near starting a game yet. I mean, he's missed so much football. He's only been back in training a week, but we have to use him sparingly. But what a difference he made when he came on.
I appreciate your time. Thanks very much.
You're welcome.